All right. Jose, Chu, do you have your cameras ready? We're ready to begin.
Always ready to go.
All right. Chu Ying, can you say what's on the screen? Welcome, everyone. Chu Ying, do you see where it says welcome to Power Your Story?
I cannot see the screen. It's too far.
Okay, it's just say welcome to Power Your Story podcast.
Okay. Welcome to the show.
All right. Jose, can you say Power Your Story podcast live?
On Power Your Podcast Story on Live.
And then Jose, say this one.
Season 19, The High School Experience.
All right. Chu Ying, can you welcome Uriel to the stage?
Welcome, Uriel. You forgot the last time the number, the year.
I didn't forget, but let's welcome Uriel to the stage. Uriel is going to be our MC for the first half of the show. So thank you, Chu, and thank you, Jose, for starting off the show. And you can go back to Google Meet. Thank you, Chu. All right, Uriel, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone?
Oh, sure. Hi, guys. My name is Uriel. And today I'll be the host.
The MC.
Oh, the MC.
Yeah. Do you want to read do you see this message that's on the screen? Do you want to read that for everybody?
Oh, sure. Today you'll hear. You're here. Podcast clips from our student producers at Ray Graham, Kenwood, and Gallery 37. And we'll play a Kahoot to test your high school knowledge.
All right, and let's welcome our first students. Who would you like to welcome, Uriel?
I would like to welcome Kaylee
and
Angel.
All right, Kaylee and Angel, are your cameras working? Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Kaylee. Hi, Angel.
Hi. Right here.
All right, if you're Kaylee and Angel, can you make sure that you have Google Meet closed? Because I'm hearing an echo. I don't know if it's from Google Meet or where it's coming from, but make sure you have it closed.
I'm still on Google Meet, but I just muted the whole Google Meet, so I have access for that.
Okay. Uriel, would you like to ask them a question about the episode they're introducing?
Yes. What's the episode?
Ask them what episode they're introducing.
Oh, what episode are you guys introducing?
We are introducing.
It's on the screen in case you forgot.
Oh. We are introducing. Hold on, wait.
Who did you interview?
Oh, now I got it. Now we are introducing Miss Klenner.
And what was your favorite part of the interview with me?
Well, it was about. Hold on. What's wrong with my? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if something's wrong with the internet.
Kaylee, maybe you can tell us what was your favorite part of the interview with me? What did you like about doing interviews?
Like making stories, something.
Okay, I got it. Ms. Klenner, I got it. Okay,
Go ahead.
so the favorite part was for your interview. We were like, why did you create this program? That was that interview. Actually,
And Kaylee, what's your favorite part of being in the podcast program? Why do you like it? You said creating stories.
Yes.
What's fun about that?
Like how like Halloween stories or Christmas stories.
Oh, so you like the holiday ones.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, Uriel, any other questions you have for Kaylee and Angel, or should we roll the first clip?
We should roll the first clip.
All right.
What year did you start your first podcast?
So my very first podcast that I ever created was called The Creative Imposter. That was in 2015.
What is your best day so far in the Power Your Story program?
It is way too hard to pick one best day because we've been doing this for 7 years now. So I can tell you that my best day is always when somebody feels really good about what they did. And two great moments that we've had. One time we almost won an award from Google.
Oh, for real, Miss Clinton?
Yes. And our podcast was a finalist. It means hundreds of people sent in their podcasts to try to win a prize. And out of hundreds of podcasts, we were one of the top 24. And ultimately, we didn't end up winning, but it was still pretty cool that we were one of the top 24 finalists. And then the other thing that was really cool, I think, is some of you were in this when we did the fiction podcast about the adventurers. Uriel, you were in that. Daniel was in that.
Oh,
Chu was
yeah.
in that. Annabelle was in that. Daniel got to play an octopus, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite episodes we've ever created. It was so much fun.
Who is your favorite superhero and why?
I love Wonder Woman because Wonder Woman has so many cool things. She has an invisible jet. She has the lasso that if she puts the lasso around somebody, it makes them tell the truth. She has those armbands where she can like deflect any bullets or anything that's coming towards her. And she's super strong. She's super smart. She's super fast. Who wouldn't want to be Wonder Woman? All right. Thank you, Angel and Kaylee, for introducing the clip. And Uriel, let's welcome our next student. Who would you like to welcome to the stage?
I would like to welcome Maya to the stage.
Oh, no, Gabby.
Oh, Gabby. I would like to welcome Gabby to the stage.
All right. Hey, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby.
Hi, my name Gabby and worked with Miss Jones.
All right. Uriel, do you have a question for Gabby about the interview with Miss Jones?
Yes. What was the interview that you did with Miss Jones?
What did you talk about?
We talked about what he play, like what that he did.
What sports she teaches?
Mm-hmm.
And why did you want to interview Miss Jones?
We did my favorite teacher.
She's your favorite teacher?
Yeah, they would like make now like when they would like see my favorite teacher. They would give me a hug when I play in it down the blue. and Dad, they would give me hugs. When
All right. That's awesome. Uriel, any other questions for Gabby, or should we play the clip?
We should play the clip.
All right. Thanks, Gabby.
What do you teach at Wakegram?
So I teach a team sports class and I teach a life skills class.
And how long ago did you start working at Wakegram?
This is only my 3rd year at Ray Graham, so I'm pretty new to Ray Graham.
Yes, you are the youngest.
I'm the young old one, yes.
My name is Gabby. Why do you like Ray Graham?
Oh, I love Ray Graham because it's a place where there are lots of like-minded teachers, so teachers that are working towards the same goals. And I love the students that I get to encounter every day. Everybody is different, so it keeps each day interesting. And there is a lot of freedom in education at Ray Graham. So if I have an idea to do something, I'm able to do it if it benefits you all, the students. And I have lots of ideas.
Okay. What can you tell us about the Special Olympics?
I can tell you that I love Special Olympics, and all of you on this call should know that because I think 90% of you come with me on my Special Olympic trips. It's an organization that supports students with disabilities in sports. So it gives everybody an equal opportunity to participate in activities that sometimes are not available for them in their communities. So Special Olympics gives you opportunities to see other students like you, have really good competitions against other athletes like yourselves. I just think it's a really amazing organization that provides a lot of opportunity and space for you all to show all of your wonderful talents.
All right. Thank you for introducing the clip, Gabby. And you can go back to Google Meet. And let's see, Uriel.
Did I go back to Google Meet?
You can go back to Google Meet.
How did I go back?
Just use the link from your email. So I'll send you back to the green room, and then you can click the link in your email.
Okay.
All right, Uriel, who would you like to welcome next to the stage?
I would like to welcome Daniel to the stage.
All right, Daniel. Daniel, welcome to the stage. Daniel, tell us who you interviewed. Uh-oh, I think it's frozen. Daniel, you might have to turn your camera off so that your audio will work. There we go. Daniel, who did you interview?
Miss Brandy.
Miss Bailey.
Oh, Miss Bailey. Me, I want to say.
Uriel, what do you want to ask Daniel about the interview with Miss Bailey?
What was the interview about with Miss Bailey?
Do you remember what we talked about, Daniel? It's frozen again. So we talked about entrepreneurship. Uriel, I know you really like Miss Bailey's class. What's your favorite part of Miss Bailey's class?
My favorite part of Miss Bailey's class is that I get to fold the shirts and print different logos on the shirts.
All right. I think Daniel's having internet issues, so I think we should roll the clip. What do you think?
Yes. I think we should roll the clip.
Oh. Daniel's back. Oh, it froze again. Okay. Let's roll the clip. Tech issues.
What do you do at our school?
I am the business entrepreneur teacher at Ray Graham. And in my class, we run the small businesses in our school. That is the Tiger Tees, where we make all of you guys uniforms. We also run the school store, which is open on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We also do small jobs like make posters and laminate things. I also encourage the students to kind of run their own business. So in our last quarter, we usually do small business plans. That's what I do at Ray Graham and love on my students.
Why do you like to do business?
I like interacting with people. So I have a good time making connections with people. And I like teaching what I believe are good industry standard practices to students like you guys who are at a level where you could get entry level positions. And so I enjoy passing that knowledge on to you guys. I really like that.
Yeah. Miss Bailey, remember food truck?
Yes, the food truck, Daniel. Yes. It's the new
Yeah.
students' term to make food truck business plans. You liked that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Daniel's was amazing. He had a candy food truck. It's a winner.
All right. Daniel, is your connection working? No. All right. Let's welcome our next student, Uriel. Who would you like to welcome next to the stage?
I would like to welcome to the stage Annabelle.
All right. Annabelle.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Annabelle.
Tell us about who you interviewed.
I interviewed Miss Kirsch, the art teacher from Grade Graham.
Uriel, what would you like to ask Annabelle?
What was your clip about with Miss Kirsch?
For the interview for Miss Kirsch, we talk about what's her favorite art. We talk about her favorite. Well, we didn't talk about superhero, but we talk about how she does painting, or what she wants to, why she does sign language, or she wants to be a teacher to be an artist.
All right. Anything else you wanted to share, Annabelle, or should we play the clip?
Just play the clip. It would be fun. What do you love the most about art, and why?
What do I love about art? I love when I'm creating it. I love the way that it makes me feel. I feel at peace. I feel like this energy flows through me, and I just love that part about it. And when I'm around art and I see art, I just feel inspired. I think it makes a space look beautiful. I think it's exciting. And then when I see people make art, like Annabelle Perez, for example, I just get so excited because I see this expression come through them and then out on canvases, out on walls, and I see the joy it brings, other people too, and that's why.
Yes, she was the first one I ever painted in her in the art class. And at that, all these people start to barge in and ask me to paint the walls for them or the doors. So me and Chris were working as a team.
Oh, I'm getting choked up. I am. I had this vision when I started at Ray Graham, I really feel like some mission I have is to help create beauty in this school. And then when I met Annabelle and saw her talents, I thought, oh my gosh, this is it. This is this combination of both of our dreams. And with her talent, it was this is coming true.
What make a nice art?
Oh, I feel like what makes nice art is when the art means something to somebody, or I like to use the word resonates. It resonates with somebody. So, for example, I might look at a piece of art and it really inspires me, and I'm like, oh, I want to hang this in my home, or I want to create something like it. Whereas, someone else might not see it that way, but I think it's just whatever the viewer is feeling or the person who's creating the art. I think that's what makes it nice. It's personal.
All right. Thank you. Uriel, we have a comment from Brian on the screen. Do you want to read the comment?
Sure. Brian says, art is really cool, but sadly, not a good artist.
Annabelle, what do you say to that when somebody says they're not a good artist?
It's okay if you're not good at it, but it takes a lot of practice, but it doesn't matter it's not pretty. It doesn't matter. It just it's who you are. It's who you are that you want to paint or do anything you like. It's perfect. It doesn't matter it's not perfect or not. It just shown how you express yourself the way you wanna paint with it. Draw, color, watercolors, anything. So don't say just because you don't good at painting or drawing, you have something talent in you. So don't stop doing it.
Awesome advice. Thank you, Annabelle. We are going to play one more clip. Actually, speaking of art, the students in our Kenwood program actually did an interview with another teaching artist who is an after school matters instructor named Sam Franco. So let's go ahead and play the clip. If I can find it. Here we go. Here are the students from Kenwood Academy.
Do you have a favorite painter or creator?
Right now, I would have to say it's the coffin painting I made. I actually made that for a Dia de los Muertos exhibit at the Pilsen Community House. It was meant to be a remembrance.
What is Dia de los Muertos?
So Dia de los Muertos has varying beliefs depending on the region of Mexico you come from. But the general belief is that the dead visit the alive on these special days of remembrance. And some days are meant for pets, some days are meant for people. And so what your family does when they're expecting for their passed on members to come visit is that they prepare these altars where they put on food, photos, and marigolds and various other things.
I really know about all of these sea creatures, including in the Shed Aquarium.
Yeah, there are some pretty cool sea creatures at the Shed Aquarium. I like the one where it's that fish that you get to touch with the bony back.
So what do you like seeing those fishes?
I like the fishes that have reflective surfaces. Because if you take pictures of them when they're in the tank, sometimes they catch a little bit of the color off of the other fishes. Like specifically, there's some koi fishes there that are silver and orange. And it looks really cool when you see them in the light.
You mean in the nighttime, like it was dark?
Yeah, I also like the jellyfishes there. The moon jellyfish?
Yeah, even they have two more jellyfishes. They have the Pacific sea nettles and those upside down jellyfish, also known as the Caspinsia.
Yeah?
Yeah, these jellyfish are only found on mangroves. They have their stinging tentacles underneath their body.
Jellyfish are really cool. I don't know a lot about them, so thank you for sharing that with me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, Annabelle, I know that originally you were not going to be on the Open Mic Tuesday panel, but we have one open spot. Do you want to stick around?
Oh, sure, no problem. I won't mind at all.
All right. Uriel, let's see. Who would we like to welcome to the stage?
I would like to welcome to the stage Patty, Devante, Daniel, and Katie?
Kinaya.
Kanaya, and what?
Whoa, we got a lot of background noise. Somebody's got a noisy background, so please mute if you have a noisy background.
Should I go?
Oh,
and Niger.
Devante, is that you? Is there screaming in the background for you? Can you mute?
Should I go or?
No, you can stay we're gonna do Open Mic Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's see. We got Kinaya. We got Devante with a screaming cousin in the background. We got Patty. We got Annabelle. We got Edgar. We got AJ. All right. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
So for today's Open Mic Tuesday, we are taking questions from the audience. So if you are watching this stream right now on Facebook or YouTube, you can post a question for our Open Mic Tuesday panelists in the comments on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll see what they have to say. Questions are about our season 19 theme, which is the high school experience. So let's see what questions we have from our panelists. We actually posted this question, the students from Kenwood posted this question on Instagram to see what questions the audience has about the high school experience. And we did get some questions from the audience. So let's see. Our first question. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Our first question is on the screen. Uriel, can you read the first question?
Sure. Adrian Cepeda says, "What is the best part of the podcast program?"
All right. Who has a response? What is the best part of the podcast program? That's this one.
Can I go first?
Yeah, go for it. What do you think?
My favorite part of podcast is that I get to record. I get to be together with my group of classmates. Yeah, and
Who
I
else?
like.
Go ahead.
Oh, and I like to talk too.
Can
Yeah.
my favorite part, well, the best part about being in this program, because I feel like everybody got a different story that they want to share, and I feel like in here, like, you can share whatever story that you like, and you won't get judged, and sometimes you feel welcome and stuff like that. And you got people who can relate to you. So yeah.
It's kind of fun to be there and tell stories that you want to imaginate it, and it's kind of fun to make stories, hang out with your friends. You know, you get out of school, but you still hang out with your friends online. So that's the best thing ever.
Patty, can you read this comment on the screen from Adrian? Can you see it?
My best part of podcast program is talk to my friends, giving out good ideas, being a good leadership by helping out my group.
All right. We have another question that was from the Instagram audience when Kenwood posted it, which is, what is your favorite high school memory? What is your favorite high school memory? Of the whole time you've been in high school, what is one really good one? It could be something funny, something fun, something silly.
My favorite memory of high school is when I met Jose in freshman.
Oh, so meeting your best friend?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good memory.
Mhm.
Who else has a favorite high school memory?
For me, my favorite high school memory so far, I mean, I still have a year to go, so I'm sure I'm going to make a lot more memories. But it was definitely sophomore year when I first got elected to student government, and I was really excited to like get in there and just make new changes and make school more fun.
So my high school thing was I used to I didn't make friends back then, but I make friends with security guards back then. And we used to do is decorate the door. Who I went in first place decorate the door was a circus. And that's what I like about.
My high school memories was not that great, but I was able to make friends with security guards. I always buy candy for him, and he pays me. That's what I like about it. That's why my brother and I would go to the same high school together. He sells candies, and the security's like, "Yeah, let me just buy one." I mean, so real cool. That's my high school memories that I love about that. I'm gonna miss them. So.
Edgar, do you have a favorite high school memory?
Let's see. I think it's around around the junior year. Um, it's mostly going to it's mostly hanging out with everyone in the cafeteria for. I think it was near at the prom.
The prom. All right.
Yeah,
Devon. Oh, go ahead.
it was that.
Oh wait, Edgar,
You
you're muted.
Yeah. I said it was a good time at the prom.
Nice. All right, Devonte, do you have a favorite high school memory?
Favorite high school memory is just making friends in high school.
All right, we have another question, which is, oh, I got to scroll up. Here we go, from Delilah. Uriel, do you want to read this one?
Sure. Delilah says, "What are you the most proud of in your high school experience?"
What are you the most proud of in your high school experience? What have you done that you're proud of? Devonte, you got something?
Graduating.
Graduating.
Yeah, graduating.
Nice.
And prom.
And prom. All right.
I am proud because I did a good job in all my classes. I tried my best.
All right, good one. Patty, what about you? Do you have something you're proud of from high school?
Gradually passing all my classes with summer school, even though I failed my class, but I get help from a teacher that supports me. So I am proud of myself for passing all my classes.
Anyone else have something they're proud of they want to share?
I'm proud that I graduated from high school, but I'm proud of my old art teacher since high school. She teach me how to different kinds of paint and ways to draw. So I'm thankful for that.
Um, I'm I was gonna say graduating and prom, but everybody said it. So, what I'm proud of the most is I'm not really a social person, but I feel like this year I kind of stepped out my shell and I was a little more social. So I'm proud of myself for that.
Nice. Anyone else? We have another question. Uriel, would you like to read the question, please?
Sure. Have you ever struggled or had any issues in high school?
Struggles or issues in high school?
I did struggle with homework, but then I stayed after school, and then I got help with my homework.
Who else? Any struggles or issues in high school? Edgar, any struggles or issues that you've had?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I had a few struggles back then because then, but I caught up with the work I had, and it went smoothly.
Struggle
Anybody
I
else?
did. Oh, sorry. The struggle that I had was talking to other people and staring at them was hard, and trying to how to learn how to read and write was a struggle for me, and those ways to go with different classes to ways to go. So luckily, not anymore.
For me personally, a big struggle, even still to this day, really is time management. Just making sure that juggling like 6, 7 classes, making sure you spend enough time on each class and making sure that you're studying and that you're keeping your grades up.
Getting bullied. That's what I've been struggling with. Getting bullied since freshman year.
Next question, Uriel.
Kaylee, isn't it?
I think Carly. It's from Carly.
Oh, Carly. How would you describe school to others?
Maybe how would you describe your school to others? Like, if somebody had never been to your school, how would you describe it?
I will say Ray Graham, it's a very good school because it has different programs that you could do in the school. And it also supports you when you graduate so you could get a job.
Who else can describe their school for somebody who's never been there?
And you could also join podcasts or join Drumline.
So different. I think this school's really changed my life. Like I could finally have more friends. You have more friends to go. They know who you are. More fun with the teachers. You're going outside a lot. Going shopping. I mean, doing broadcasts. It's kind of fun. So this school is different, and this school did change my life, but it will change it too. So if you come to this school, everything's gonna be fun. And don't forget sports. Sports are fun.
Oh, and you also get to experience different classes too.
All right. And one last question for Open Mic Tuesday. This is our last question, everybody. What is one thing you wish people knew about your school? What is one thing you wish people knew about your school?
One thing that I wish people know about my school is that it actually is a good school, and it's not messy, because like I know a lot of different people's schools like have 5 pages and stuff, and like when they see the 5 pages, like that be like that's what people take and run with. They be like, oh, all they do is fight at that school is bad, but it's not. My school actually got a really good support system, and I feel like academic wise it's good and whatever. So I just wish people knew that my school wasn't messy and bad, because it's not, for real.
What I wish that people know about my school is that you get to experience different classes. There are different classes.
Awesome. All right. We are going to close out today's Open Mic Tuesday. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Everyone here can go back to Google Meet, and that includes Uriel. So, Uriel, thank you for being our MC for the first half of the show. Great job.
Yay.
And we're going to welcome 3 new MCs to the screen: Maya, Leo, and Simone.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good day, you guys.
See ya.
All right. So we have our second half of the show coming right up. And this is going to be Maya, Leo, Simone. All right. We got Maya. Hi, Maya.
Hi,
We got Leo. Hey, Leo. And I'm not sure if Simone is going to make it. I saw something about internet troubles. So it might just be the 2 of you, and that's fine. We'll figure it out, right?
We always figure it out. That's a theme for podcasting, even more so than the thing we came up with for this set of podcasts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So welcome, Leo and Maya. And we'd like to also welcome Jackie in a moment. Jackie was going to introduce our favorite Pod Pet Award But she's not here yet. Hold on one moment. In the meantime, could you tell us, Maya and Leo, a little bit about the leadership team at Power Your Story? This is an improv section. Tell us about the leadership team.
Leo, do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? All right, I guess I'll go first. So basically, this year, our leadership team, we're basically like 4 students, and we get together and we basically manage some of the activities that Ms. Clunder usually does on podcasting, or used to do, I should say, because oh wait, is somebody talking? Sorry, my computer's making some weird noises, and I never know what's going on. Anyways, to make things more student-driven, we basically create the leadership team to, kind of fill in certain roles. So, we have people for Pineapple Pies. We also have people who do awesome and amazing at the end of the day, who also facilitate the open mics. And it's a really great way of getting more student involvement. Leo, you want to add on to that?
Yeah, it's just very fun to be in the leadership meeting because everyone has like a turn on leadership team meeting. Like we get to do pineapple pies, awesome and amazing, question of the day, community builders, and more.
Yeah, I also think it's fun to kind of have like an involvement in all that stuff. And I think it's also a great way to kind of grow as a podcaster because, you're going from kind of just making podcasts, participating in the program, like talking, discussing things from time to time, to actually doing more like hands-on stuff and like leadership roles. And I think especially as, like a team, that's a great way to grow and kind of like start building upon that, especially if you're going into college, and you need to put stuff in like qualities on your resume, essay, etc.
All right, so I'm trying to get some folks over here from Google Meet, but we're kind of running short on time. So I think we should go ahead and pull up our favorite pod pet video. And maybe, Leo, can you tell us about the Pod Pet Awards? What are Pod Pets?
Pod Pets is about a contest where who has like the most beautiful, like the most cutest dog ever, or any pet that is really cute.
Yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and bring Jackie. Jackie just got here, so welcome, Jackie. Jackie, can you hear us?
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
So Leo was just starting to tell us about
Hi.
the Pod Pet Awards. Can you tell us a little bit about what is a Pod Pet? Like what did people send in pictures of?
They send in pictures of their animals, like dogs or cats.
Yeah, so we're giving out an award for our favorite pod pets in each of our classes, since we see them on our Google Meet screens all the time when we're in class. And then, Jackie, do you see the banner that's on the bottom about how people can find out who the winner of our favorite pod pet is going to be? It's on the bottom of the screen.
Follow Power Your Story podcast on Instagram or Facebook to see the winners on Friday the 10th.
Yep, this Friday we'll be posting the winners of our favorite pod pets. And let's roll the video of our favorite pod pet photos.
Oh my gosh, who had the chicken? That is like such a cool and unique pet. There are a lot of like cool and unique pets, but like the chicken stood out to me because I saw a lot of dogs, saw a lot of cats, and I'm like, oh, there's a chicken.
I'll bring Daniel onto the stage. Daniel, can you hear us?
Hi. Yay.
Daniel, who has a pet chicken?
Me.
How many chickens do you have?
I got 3.
3 chickens. All right. Thank you, Daniel. I think he froze again. We're gonna move on. We're gonna welcome. Let's see who are. We're gonna introduce actually Maya's episode. Maya, who would
Last
you like to also
episode.
welcome?
All right, so I want to give a formal welcome to everyone who worked with me on the Stress podcast, which is basically just about how we as high schoolers deal with stress in our high school experience, and applying for college, etc. And the people I worked with were Kinaya, Khalees, and Edgar.
All right. Leo, do you have a question for Kinaya? Oh, and here's Khalees too. Do you have a question for Kinaya about the episode, Leo? You can ask her whatever you want about the episode.
So, what is your favorite part of the stress episode?
My favorite part about the stress episode is I guess you could say actually having some truth in the episode. Like some people might have to maybe do their research on a topic that they sharing about, but I have my own personal experience and it was a topic that I could relate to. So basically having my own experience so that I can share with everybody. So yeah.
And Maya, what's a good question we can ask Khalees?
Khalees, what do you think was probably like the most fun part of like filming this episode, or maybe like the most impactful for you? Because I know that like especially in stress is something a lot of high schoolers can relate to, and like making a podcast episode like that can be really important.
I would have to say like our coping mechanisms. That was one. Because for my one, like it's like hard for me to like deal with it. I used to journal, then I stopped, but I'm trying to figure out what other ways I can deal with it.
I'll add on with that. That was also really impactful for me because it's like, oh, stress, but then it's like overcoming stress, sort of like that next step. It's like we have a problem, but how can we like build upon that and help others, and come to a solution? So I really like that answer.
All right, let's roll the clip. Thanks, Kinaya and Khalees.
Yay!
And then Simone, we're gonna do the How to Get a Job episode right after this one.
So let's think about what also causes stress. It's the pressure. And speaking of pressure, how does pressure play a role? Do you feel pressure from certain people?
This is actually really interesting. I feel like when most people answer this question, they're going to say, like, I normally feel pressure from my teachers or I feel pressure from my parents because obviously they want me to succeed. But I feel like the person who puts the most pressure on me is actually like myself. Like, I really want me to succeed. And when I feel like I'm not doing my best or I'm just not in it, I get really tense and just put a lot on myself to, like, do better. Because, I want to present myself as, like, a hardworking, like, good person to, like, my teachers and my parents. Like, I want them to think highly of me.
Pressure plays a really big role, like when it comes to your junior year specifically, because I'm a junior, and like having a lot of teachers and my parents like telling me, oh, how important it is for like me to do good my junior year, so I can get accepted to a good college and get scholarships and stuff like that. It kind of makes me feel like I'm not really able to make mistakes or fall behind, or like I will miss out on an opportunity. So I feel like teachers, parents, and yourself is certain people that I feel pressure from.
I feel pressured by like everybody, like family, teachers, even myself as well. Like I try to be on the top, like the best of the best, no matter what I do, no matter if it's work, school, like even in like a sport. Like I need to be the best. If I'm not the best, I feel like I'm nothing. If that makes sense.
we'll see how stress plays a role is how no matter how hard I try, no matter how lazy I get, no matter how infuriating the work is, I always have that much stress. Yes, it's mostly because of my parents, though. I mean, they are pretty much kind of a responsibility still.
All right. Thank you, Khalees and Kanaya, for sharing your episode. Y'all can go back to Google Meet and let's have Simone introduce the episode that you worked on. Simone, what did you work on?
Well, with me, Delilah, and Adrian worked on, and our special guest worked on, Monica. We worked on how to get a job because we was talking about like the substantials of getting a job, like what would you have to do for your interview? What was the scariest part about your interview? What was like the best thing? What would you do for like your retirements and stuff, like or even your favorite jobs of all time?
All right. I'm going to keep things moving here and we're going to go straight to our clip.
My first question is, what qualities do you think most businesses or companies are looking for when they are hiring high school or college students?
So I would say there's probably three main things that I think about. The first I would say is curiosity. So especially if it's your first job or second job, whoever you work for wants to know that you're interested in the work that you're doing. So ask a lot of questions and be curious about the things that you don't know. That will actually take you really far because people want to feel like you care about where you're working, and curiosity will help. The second thing is when you get the answers to those questions, think about how you can demonstrate your leadership. That's something else that a job is going to value, how you can take the information that you've learned and then use it on your own so they feel like they can trust you and you're responsible for that information. And then the last thing I would say is be reliable. So it's just like in a friendship, your friend wants to know that when they call you, you're going to answer the phone or you're going to respond back through text or whatever that is.
How would you help a team prepare for an interview and what advice would you give them?
A couple of things. One, look over the job description really well because they're going to ask questions based off of that job description. The second thing is have a lot of enthusiasm for why you want the job. The third thing, I would do some research. Go to Google and research about the company itself. See if there's any recent news articles about them, if there's things about them on social media that they posted that you found to be really interesting. And then the last thing I'll say is they usually end the interview by asking if you have any questions for them. I would always have a question for them. And so use that opportunity when they ask if you have any questions to really find out the things you want to know.
All right. Awesome. So we're going to keep all three of our MCs, Simone, Leo, and Maya here, and we're going to welcome Alex to the stage. And Alex, and Leo both did solo episodes this season. So Maya, do you have a question for Alex or Leo?
Sorry. Oh my god, I just blinked for a second. So you guys did solo episodes. I always feel like that's a different experience. You know, I'm normally used to working in a group or at least with someone. You know, I only did one solo episode in my entire life. So I guess for this year, like, what was your experience doing a solo episode? Like, were you more nervous or like did you find more confidence? Like, or maybe were there some perks?
Oh, Alex, what do you think? What was your experience?
First, my computer's going very slow. I heard the question, but it's going extremely slow right now. I was nervous because I was like Maya. I was used to being in groups, so that's what made me decide to do one by myself this time. So I was pretty nervous because I had to do like everything by myself and didn't know if I was gonna mess up or not. But when I looked over back, like it being played to me, I didn't mess up at all.
And how about you, Leo? What was it like doing a solo episode instead of a group episode this season?
I think at first I was just a little too nervous to do it. For a moment, I really thought I couldn't do a solo episode. But then later on, when I was thinking a lot, I was able to gain a lot more confidence in doing it as a solo episode.
All right, let's play. We're going to play 2 clips back to back. The first one is going to be Alex's clip with artwork by Sheree, and the second one will be Leo's clip with artwork by Mel.
I mostly say to myself, but I do have friends. They're all different races. One is dark skinned, one is light, and then one is Hispanic, and then me. The one that's light skinned is always trying to make jokes about calling me light skinned when she's only 1 shade darker than me. Exactly 1 shade, so I always crack on her for that. But otherwise, I fit in with them because they honestly don't care about race, or that's not their main focus most of the time. Because they believe just by looking at me that I am very much black/mixed. For them, well, for all of us, because it's only like 4 to 5 of us, depending on when the 5th person wants to act, right? But for us, it's how you treat us, how you communicate with us, and how you, like, if you don't talk behind our backs and be messy/shady. Like, for us, race never mattered. We focus on things that normal people do in friendships. I can't say the same for most of the kids I go to school with, because, but yeah, those are always our focuses. That's why I'm friends with them compared to everyone else I go to school with.
Everybody knows, but there's still one person who I still haven't told yet because I'm still worried that they might reject me, and it's my father. When I told first to my friend, I later felt a little more comfortable saying it to my other friends or teacher. And then I told one of my teachers about it, and they always told me that you should always be proud of your identity and that there is never a right time to tell about my biggest secret. I guess when it's the right time for that person to tell that it is okay to come out of the closet with someone is when they feel it, and just when they actually are feeling really comfortable telling about it. Like not right now or later on, but later on.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Alex and Leo. Great job. Alex, you're welcome to go back to Google Meet. Leo, you have to stick around. And Simone, who would we like to welcome to the stage next?
Kennedy for extracurricular activities.
All right, Kennedy, welcome.
Hi.
Kennedy, I had a question.
Huh?
Kennedy, I had a question. What was like the hardest part to do about this? Like, generally coming up with ideas of your own.
You said what was the what?
The hardest
part about it, like coming up with the ideas of your own, like your opinion about everything.
I mean, I guess the hardest part of it was just like trying to think of an idea that would like apply to more than just me. That could be talked about like a lot. I feel like extracurricular activities is something that a lot of people do, and I feel like it like be talked about. So that's why I chose that.
What was
all right?
Curriculums that you did?
So I did wrestling as well as FFA, which is kind of like a student government thing.
All right, should we roll the clip?
Yeah.
I just think that like overall, do extracurriculars if you want to, but like don't let them run your life. Don't be like, oh, I have to do this so it looks good on college apps, or all my friends are doing this so I have to do it. Like, yes, have a social life, but also like, have time for yourself, do what you want to do your hobbies.
Yeah, kind of add on to that. If you're choosing your extracurriculars, choose what you want to do. Like if you're doing something and you don't like doing it, it's just going to cause more of a burden on you. So try to stay away from that. And with time management, you should try to like break down your schedule into chunks, like hours or something, and create a schedule that works for you and will help you get all of your stuff done on time, so you can actually like not be as stressed out as you would.
Last thing I wanted to add on, definitely put yourself first. Don't just do a club to do it or because of a college application. Especially for the college application part, because you don't even know if that college is going to care about what you did, to be honest. They might value something else so you wouldn't even know because you're not in the admissions office.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Kennedy. Next, we are going to bring Dwayne onto the screen to talk about editing. Hey, Dwayne.
Hey.
Maya, can you think of a question that we can ask Dwayne about editing?
You know, I've never done editing before, so I always have wondered what's it like. Like, I guess to maybe specify that a bit more, what do you think is like the funnest or like most important part of editing?
I'll probably say the most important part of editing is to get like all the filler words out and to kind of like it's like whenever you do like an edit, sometimes you might have to cut something out. Sometimes you might have to like, replace certain things. Maybe you might have to like take whole clips and like, just replace it with a whole another one. You just kind of have to make it sound like, it didn't get edited pretty much. You have to make it sound as real as possible. So I'll probably say that's the most like important part, just making it sound real, authentic. But I'll say probably the funnest part, honestly, the funnest part is finishing. I gotta be real. That's probably the most fun you're gonna have. Is just like looking back at your work and seeing what you finished. Because honestly, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like I want to see the final product, I want to see all
Yeah.
my hard work come together.
Yeah.
We also have one job in the podcasting program, which is kind of new, which is doing social media reels for Instagram, getting people on our getting people who follow us on social media interested in the episodes that we're releasing as they come out after they've been edited. And so what we're about to see is 2 clips. The first clip is a social media reel created by Brian, who was our whole social media team for this season, about the episode that Dwayne edited. So we'll see Brian's social media reel first, and then we'll hear Dwayne's edit of the clip.
Make sure to follow us on Spotify and also Apple Podcasts.
And actually, I just realized that I messed up exporting that because it only exported the last 4 seconds of his clip. Let's play Dwayne's clip.
Have y'all been to any parties since y'all been in college? Because I know college parties, that's what usually everybody go to college for.
Yeah, I've been to quite a few of them. They're mostly at like the frat houses, or like not like the big frat houses, but like the Divine Nine. I'm hoping that people know what that is. Basically just the 9 like biggest fraternities and sororities. Like the Alphas, the Kappas, AKAs, the Zetas, they all have parties at their designated houses. Some of them have houses on campus that campus provides, and some of them have to, like, as a group, as a sorority or frat, they have to buy their own house to have those parties. And they're pretty nice. Like, everybody stays respectful, all of that. Sometimes you got to pay to get in, sometimes you don't. It all depends on your connections and who you know, really.
I've only gone to 1 or 2 parties, and yeah, they were fun. It was very humid because of all of the people there, and it was very loud. But if you like that kind of environment, go for it.
One more thing though, when you come and to college and you go to parties, always bring water.
All right. Thank you, Dwayne, for that. And thank you to those of you who worked on that episode too. That was from last season, actually. So we had some returning guests who were part of the podcasting program who are now in attendance at UIC. And so they came on as our interview guests. So thanks. Next up, we have one last thing for you before our closing, and that is our interactive Kahoot trivia game. This is our last thing before our closing. Leo, do you remember what our Kahoot is about this season? Wait, Leo might not be there. Maya, do you remember what it's about this season?
It's about high school, you know.
It's about high school.
You know, it's on point with the theme. Just some basic high school questions to test your high school knowledge. And, well, that's what it's about.
You got it. So let me see if I can bring this up on the screen. Basically, anyone can join the Kahoot. So our viewers, students who are in Google Meet, you basically go to kahoot.it and type in the 7-digit PIN. The PIN is on the screen. So it's kahoot.it and you type in 7872071. 7872071 to test your high school trivia knowledge.
Bit off topic, but the music for Kahoot is always a vibe.
All right, we've got one player. Who else is going to join us on the game?
Don't leave Mr. Gucci by themselves.
All right, we got a few players coming in. 4 players on the board. All right, we're going to start the game and see if we can get some more players as we go.
Wow, a lot of people just like join last minute. They're like, wait, let me on. All right, topic is high school. All right, which of the following do students usually wear to a high school graduation ceremony?
All right, the pressure's on. Swimsuit, cap and gown, pajamas, or all of the above. High school graduation.
Personally, I would do pajamas.
You're going to wear pajamas?
Yeah, it's a wrap.
It's an option. Hey, anybody like when they're going to graduate plan on decorating their cap and gown? Because I've seen like 2 types of that. I see the people that go all out and like gemify and like put sparkles and like all sorts of weird fun quotes on their caps, and I see the people who just like, you know, they put words on it. You know what I mean? It's fun though to see what people come up with. All right, we got
Alrighty.
Teehee at the top.
Teehee at the top. Next question.
Hey, what is a standardized test that high school students usually take that I think a lot of juniors in the podcasting program recently just took?
BBD, EBT, SAT, or none of the above?
Don't forget to vibe to the music.
What the heck is BBD?
Ooh, we got a lot of right answers here.
All right, Teehee is still going strong.
Got
Some more
AJ, Elite Mode, Alex, Kanaya. Okay.
All right, true or false? You must complete 4 years of high school to graduate.
Ooh, false, because this was a trick question. Sometimes people graduate faster than 4 years.
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking it was true. I'm like, unless you drop out of high school, I mean, you don't have to get your listening.
Kat and Mr. Gucci are moving up.
Yep. All right, true or false? Driver's ed is a required class in high school.
Driver's ed is required. You must take driver's ed. Yes or no? True or false? Ooh, lots of right answers. I mean, lots of wrong answers. Required. It is optional.
Really? I think it's required at my school. I don't know.
Is it required at your school?
Yeah.
It's required at my school.
I think it's different though for certain schools. The best color for an English class notebook is. This is a topic of hot debate at my school. Curious to see what everyone thinks.
Also, I spelled yellow wrong.
It's like yellow.
Yes, any color you want.
Customize your notebooks and your school supplies. Whatever makes you happy and brings a smile to your face. All right, T still is going strong. Kinaya is the highest climber. She's up 3 places. Fantastic, Kinaya. Which one is a movie about high school?
Mean Girls, The Avengers, Godzilla -1, or all of the above.
When I was in like middle school, Mean Girls was like the hot movie, even though I don't know, I think it came out a bit earlier than that, but I mean, everybody talked about it. Like my girls, like, oh my god, we gotta watch Mean Girls.
Girls. All right, next up. Nobody can beat Teehee.
Ideally, high school often involves forming friendships and socializing with peers.
Brian, you can come to StreamYard, please, to do the closing as soon as Kahoot is done. Brian to StreamYard. Ooh, half-half. Half-half.
Ooh, Teehee lost their place at the top. AJ just surpassed.
Uh-oh. It's on now.
Okay, what is something that causes stress for many high school students? It's got a great beat. Nice. All of the above.
Too much stress.
Yes. Just like that little like graph where it shows who won what, it shows how stress levels increase. Although
Ooh, Teehee's back on top.
Ooh, Teehee got their place back at the top. Man, but AJ's on fire. All right, high school homecoming often includes blank.
Game, dance, all of the above or none of the above?
Leo put a guess in the chat. Leo was correct. It is. Oh wait, no, Leo's not correct. Sorry, Leo, but good guess. It's all the above. All right, great shot though, Leo. Ooh, Ken has an answer streak of 5, and Teehee is keeping it strong at the top, with Kat closely on tail. All right, what are skills you might work on in high school?
Social skills, math skills, athletic skills, or all of the above?
I feel like these are getting trickier. Nice.
All of the above.
All right. Woo! AJ's back in second place. And Ken is still on fire. Are you actually on fire? In Chicago, what does CPS stand for?
Chicago Park Schools, Chicago Public Schools, Circus Performance Schools, Culinary Practice Schools.
I know what answer I'm picking.
Circus?
I agree with Leo. No, guys, it's not correct. It's not correct. It's Circus Performance School. Chicago's a circus. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. It's not true. I'm just kidding. It is true. It is Chicago Public Schools. All right, Ken is still on fire. Someone help Ken, because woo. And Teehee still has their place at the top.
All right, 2 questions left. 2 questions left.
All right, all CPS schools have uniform. True or false?
That's Circus Performing Schools, right?
Yes. They need clown uniforms. False. I know this definitely applies to my school. Leo, how about you? Does your school have a dress code or uniform?
Some
Leo-
have a uniform, but not all.
Ooh, AJ's on fire now, and they're getting back up with Teehee. They're trying to compete.
This is the last question.
All right. What is a common extracurricular activity in Chicago? If you're a true after school matters person, you know which one to pick.
Sports, debate, after school matters are all of the above.
Leo says debate in case someone didn't catch me. All of the above.
All of the above. All right.
Honestly,
Are we ready to find out who won this game?
Honestly, the number of correct answers being all of the above is on fire. All right. Moment of truth. Ken.
3rd place.
All right. AJ for 2nd. And
It's got to be Teehee.
he crushed it. Congratulations.
All right. Well played, everybody.
That was also fun. Oh, Leo inserts clapping sounds, everybody. I do this on Leo's behalf.
Nice. All right. Let's see here. As much as I love the Kahoot music, it's got to go.
I don't want it to go ever.
All right. Let's see here. 1 second. We are going to welcome Brian to the screen for our closing. Hey, Brian.
Hi.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Miss Gunder.
I am so sorry that I exported your social media video wrong and it only played 4 seconds of the clip.
The
It
good thing
just
is
said,
that, oh, sorry, I cut you off right there. The good thing is that it'll be posted on Instagram. That's the good thing.
yes, so everyone will get to check out Brian's reels on Instagram at Power Your Story Podcast. And let's also give a round of applause to Maya and Leo and Simone for being our MCs for the second half of the show. And I wanted to give a special shout out. So before we have Brian do the closing, I just wanted to give a special shout out to everybody who was a part of season 19 and also who was a part of the leadership team specifically. We had Uriel as our teaching assistant in the tech program, and Maya, Leo, Adrian, and Alex as our leadership team in Gallery 37. I had to make sure I wasn't forgetting anybody. And I also wanted to say that we don't know when we're coming back for a future season. So we are waiting for an announcement about funding for our program for remote programming for After Matters for summer and beyond. So fingers crossed that season 19 is not our last season, but for now, please enjoy the episodes that we have coming on your favorite podcast app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or at poweryourstorypodcast.com. And Brian, your script is on the screen.
Okay. Thank you for joining us for season 19. Power Your Story Live. Congratulations to all of us producers. See you next time.
All right. Bye, everybody.